Hello, hello. Who do we have out here today? Please, in the chat box, put your name and one word that feels very true to you right now, as well as where you're coming from. I'm going to go ahead and type that in before we start. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, so we're right on time. I'm going to go ahead and light our candle to begin the ceremony. I'm going to light the sage to clear the space. Hello, is anyone out there? Don't be shy. This is a circle, so we're all in this together. Does that sound familiar? Does that phrase ring true to you? And it doesn't have to be one word that you're feeling right now or that feels true to you. It can be a phrase like new beginnings. That's what I feel happening right now. So I'll give it a little bit longer. Hi Fortuna, Namaste, Satnam. Gonna light some Palo Santo here. Keep this flame going. And this is, after all, a cacao ceremony. Or hopefully you read that in the description. If not, it's fine. We'll modify it so that everyone can be involved. Hi Fortuna, can you put in the chat where you're coming from to inspire some others to also introduce themselves? Let me just check I'm not getting any notifications here. Nope. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna start. Go ahead and start. Woohoo! Satnam, Namaste. If you don't know me, my name is Devi Manet from High Vibe Tools, and I run these monthly new moon circles as well as weekly sound healing meditations. I'm a Kundalini Yoga teacher, a sound healer, obviously. I'm a raw food enthusiast from Portugal. Oh, very cool, very cool. Thanks for, I thought it was Italy, so thanks for clearing that up for me. And we're gonna start off with our cacao ceremony. I'm gonna go into the astrological forecast for this new moon that we are in right now. And then we will go into a meditation and a sound healing. How does that sound, guys? I hope that everyone got the link for this. Just want to make sure that I'm sure we'll have some people joining in a little late, so that's okay. All right. So hopefully you're in a comfortable place. And if you have your cacao or your tea, hi Melanie, hi Satnam. So if you have your cacao or your tea, or if you just have your intention, okay, you can cusp your hands as if you're holding your intention at the heart center, okay? And if you have an actual cup, cacao, mug, whatever, then we're gonna hold it And we're going to close down our eyes, and we're going to inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale, side out. One more, inhale through the nose. Hold the breath for a moment and get a little taller. Exhale, side out. One more, inhale through the nose. Again, hold at the top, gently squeezing up the spine. The chin is slightly tucked in and the eyes are rolled in and up to the space between the eyebrows. We call this the third eye point, center of intuition. Exhale, side out. And now please, with your eyes closed, visualize either your intention alone or this cup of cacao sitting in the palm of your hands. And visualize a light at the heart center. And visualize this light shining bright, almost pulsating and radiating out from the center of the chest, from the heart. And this light shines out, encompassing the space of your cacao, or the palm of your hands, and your intention. And visualize a bridge of light forming, particularly the central line from the palm of your hands, from your cup, to the very center of your heart star. And this light travels from your heart to the cacao or to your hands and back and forth, exchanging information. And breathe into that light in the heart. And exhale, sigh it out. New moons are all about a new start, a new intention, a new wave of energy that has come in. We are in the potent time of now, within 8 hours. Just happened at 1:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's 2 hours ago. Or 2 or 3 hours ago. So we are in this new space now, this fresh beginning of energy, very potent, very fertile. Opportunity, this powerful vortex to plant the seed of our intention, meaning the external and internal reality that we would like to manifest from our heart's desire. And the beauty of this time, of this quarantine, of this cocoon, chrysalis, hermitage that we've gone through, this rite of passage, where we've been able to step back from the hustle, bustle, action-oriented society and look within. Just the mere presence of more time and space has given us the opportunity to notice what it is we would like to bring into our life. So call upon that now. Call upon all your realizations, all your mental clicks, all the downloads and the ringing of the heart that you've gathered in this time and even now. With your eyes closed, visualizing that as an external reality, as a reflection of our own internal reality, matching the frequency and the vibrations of the mind and of the heart. Now inhale, visualize this light strongly in the palm of your hands and your cacao. Hold at the top, this light expands, 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 surrounding your whole body and beyond, out to the cosmos. Exhale through the nose. Now you can gently open your eyes and begin to consume your intention. Cacao is it has both masculine and feminine within it. So you can see this dark color. It's sort of like this womb energy. So it can hold your intention. But it's also very masculine in that it activates parts of the brain for higher cognition. So it's very balanced in that sense of masculine and feminine. Don't mind if I do. Consuming your cacao with the utmost mindfulness. And I'm going to sing a song to the cacao. You can actually I'm going to go ahead and put the lyrics to this song in the chat box. And please join me if you can. Opening up the throat center is a major theme of this new moon. May all people know that they are loved, and may all people know that they are strong. And may all people know that they are worthy. Okay, so the last bit is in Spanish, okay? That means I love you, heart, blood. As the literal translation to cacao, the word cacao, and as the Mayans knew it, was heart, blood, because they knew of this not only physical cardiovascular activation that cacao creates. It brings a lot of blood flow to the heart region. And, you know, it's very well known amongst cacao ceremony circles that cacao is a heart opener because it puts us more into our body, amongst many, many other things. So please join me. Then wahea, wahea, Thank you, Cacao Goddess, for your gifts, for your activation of our Kundalini, our potential. Anybody else, please, if anyone's joining in, make sure to put in your, say hello to everyone in the circle here today. So I did pull some cards for this new moon, and I'm going to talk about the astrology. As you know from the title of this, we're talking about a new moon in Gemini. Hi from Sydney. Wow, Sydney, Australia, amazing. This is just the beauty of this World Wide Web that connects us, which is simply a reflection of the collective mind, right? So this new moon's in Gemini, and speaking of mind, Gemini is all about the mind. Air signs are very much on the intellect. Fabrizio, hey! Fabrizio, please put where you are coming from today. Seems like we have a very international crowd today. So, Gemini, right? I feel like everyone in their life knows a Gemini, for sure. Like, you know who's a Gemini, and you sort of know the characteristics, but if you don't, that's fine. I'll fill you in. The reason I say that is because Gemini is very social. The air signs are very social, and they're also very much driven by the intellect, driven by the mind. Yes, Italy. And in being social, all about communication, you know, and when we look at the Gemini symbol, you know, it's the two sides, the two faces. So relationship, right? And sort of having the different aspects within ourselves of the light and the dark, the shadow, and how that really, it emphasizes how we need to bring that into balance. The light and the shadow within. And this is especially true for this new moon, and I'll tell you why. It's because of the numerology. You know, we're looking at May 22nd, 2/2/2020. All right, so that's a lot of twos. Then we have, it's in 2 degrees Gemini, it's in 2 degrees Mercury. We actually have four planets, 4 interpersonal planets that are in Gemini, which is the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, and oh God, what's the 4th one? Venus. So that's a lot of Gemini. We're working with a lot of Gemini, and Gemini is the youngest of the air signs, so it's considered like the child of the air sign. So it's very much of energy of wanting to get out, wanting to socialize. And doesn't that make sense with what's happening with a lot of countries in the collective of sort of this reopening? I know especially where I'm at in Florida in the United States, you know, there's this big push for reopening the economy despite what's been happening, and, you know, people really just trying to make everything seem like it's getting back to normal, right? Even if it's not. And that's just so much of a Gemini thing to do. People are feeling very restless. We also moved from the North Node being in Cancer, which is very much a homey water sign that likes to stay at home, to North Node in Gemini, Gemini being the social butterfly. So people are getting out more. They're wanting to. You know, that's sort of what's in the air, despite it not being, you know, that. You know, there's sort of like, that's sort of the shadow side of Gemini that we need to talk about, because on the new moons, even though it's a fresh start, even though it's a new beginning, it can also bring up the shadow aspects of the signs that are in play, because it is the darkest time of the month. You know, there's the least light in the sky, especially the 2 days leading up to the new moon. And so the shadow side of Gemini is very much childish sort of mind, which is like reverting back to old patterns. Sort of a lack of wisdom can also manifest as really being stuck in the limited mind and not being led by the higher mind, which is intuition. Okay, so the limited mind, I often refer to it as the 10% rational mind, the logical mind. It's very, very masculine, okay? And of course, this push to reopen is kind of a very masculine urge, right? Of getting back into action, getting back into commerce, getting back into, sort of trying to restart the economy with hard work. And we need to meditate so that we can tune into our intuition, our higher guide, so that we're balancing that very, very patriarchal, masculine influence with the feminine wisdom of really taking care of ourselves, still really taking care of all aspects of ourselves, and tuning into empathy too. That's a very important quality to balance, this Gemini energy is empathy, okay? And so intuition is very important. Communication, this will amplify our communication to ourselves, it'll come to us what it is that we need to do next. It's a very, very light time. It's actually very favorable, but we don't want to not have that led from our higher intuition. Okay, so we're going to work with activating our intuition, opening up our throat center for communication, and then working on really setting our intention through a sound healing. Okay. And so I pulled cards from the tarot today, and I pulled 3 cards, one for the universal or superconscious mind, one for the conscious mind, and one for the subconscious. So for the superconscious mind, I was surprised. I got 10 of Cups, and if you just look at the picture, it's actually a very, very favorable sign. You see the rainbow. We see this sort of abundance. The kids are celebrating. So there is this sort of celebration energy that we can tap into this new moon. Okay, so we'll work on that throughout this ceremony. And then the 10 of Cups is emotions. So we really have the opportunity to balance our emotions. For the conscious mind, we have the 2 of Pentacles. And so that is very much balancing our material things. So our finances, our relationships, that's what everyone's mind is on right now. It's like how are things gonna work out? How am I gonna process all of this information, and how am I going to be able to balance all the things that I own and love, and so that is very much at play here. So it's all a balancing act. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then in the subconscious mind, we have judgment. Okay, and so judgment is about sort of bringing in that higher wisdom, that sense of discretion. One of the aspects of Gemini is of the magician, which can be, like the Joker, which can be sort of very trickery energy, fraudulent, the false teacher, or it can be the alchemist, the magi, the wise one. And the difference between that is, knowing from your own guidance, your own higher wisdom, meaning what resonates to you at the heart. Okay, when we get information, we have to bring it in and see if that resonates, you know, if it rings at the heart. So using your judgment is very, very important at this time in order to balance a lot of this childlike energy that's going on. If something seems too good to be true at this time, don't jump into things, so to say. Meditate on it. Meditation is our greatest friend right now. So we're going to go ahead and go into our meditation. Hopefully you guys are feeling some of the effects of the cacao, which can be some warmness at the chest area, general feeling of elevation. Let's start by tuning in to the lineage of the Kundalini with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, which is just anchoring in our higher self, that intuitive guidance that I've been talking about. ONG, I'm going to go ahead and write it. ONG Namo Guru Dev. Okay. Not name, spell check. Namo. Okay. So first, let's come seated. Spine nice and straight. Feeling your sits bones on the earth as if roots were going down from the base of the spine into the earth. Feeling that connection. Roots fractaling out, down into the core of Gaia. Inhale up from those roots as if a light were going up from the core of the earth into your central channel, your spine. Reaching to the top, at the top of the inhale at the crown. And on the exhale, it goes back down into the earth, into the roots, into the core of Gaia. Take one more of these connecting breaths, inhaling up from those roots, up to the crown, and exhale it back down. On your next one, inhale up, this light up through the central channel to the heart center. Exhale, rounded lips, we call this cannon breath. And now please rub the palms of the hands together. Bring them to the center of the chest. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, relaxing them down, relaxing the jaw, again closing the eyes, and gently activating the pituitary gland by focusing the eyes in and up at the space between the eyebrows for the third eye. Let's inhale to tune in, really vibrating the sounds. Om Namo, short breath. Guru Dev Namo. Please join me. One more time, really listening to your own voice. Inhale as deeply as you can. Inhale a little bit more. Hold the breath at the top, root to rise, getting a little taller, gently squeezing up the spine in what we call the root lock, which is gently pulling the sex organs, navel, in and out. Exhale through the nose. Wherever you're at, bring your hands on your knees if you're cross-legged on the floor, or if you're on a chair, on your thighs. And let's begin what we call Sufi grinds, which is making circles with the spine in one direction. This should feel good. Just beginning to coordinate your breathing with the movement. Inhaling, leading from the chest as it goes forward. Exhale back. And we use an internal mantra to bring the mind back into focus, because the tendency is it'll always go off. And so we hear the sound sat on the inhale and nam on the exhale, mentally vibrating those sounds. And then now switch sides. As you do, allow your head to lead you. Exhale as you go forward. Slight arch back as you inhale and continue. This coordination of the movement with the breath will start to activate the nervous system, get the pituitary and the pineal glands to secrete in sync. Keep going. And we're also gently warming up the spine, moving the cerebral spinal fluid, getting rid of any blocks and coming into our body, moving around some of that energy that the cacao naturally gives us. 15 more seconds. Now please inhale up to center. Hold at the top again. Relax the shoulders, gently squeeze up the spine and the base. Chin slight, eyes rolled up, and see a light at the forehead. Exhale through the nose. Let's clear up some of this area of the throat chakra. So we're going to do that with a very simple exercise anyone can do, and I try to do every day, and it's called shoulder shrugs, where we inhale, we squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale them down. Squeeze them up and down, up and down. So the breath becomes powerful. It becomes what we call mechanical, where you're really forcefully bringing the breath in on the inhale and really pushing it out on the exhale. And even though we're going faster, we're still sticking with the internal mantra, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And yes, this will release a lot of the tension, a lot of the burden, the weight that we carry on our shoulders from past impressions. 30 more seconds, increase the speed. Inhale and squeeze those shoulders up towards the ears. Hold the breath and squeeze your whole body, even your face. Squeeze your eyelids. Put your lips together. Hold. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. And then slowly begin neck rolls. Final exercise before meditation. Take it nice and slow. Exhaling as the head drops down. Inhaling as you go back. Starting to create space at the throat center of communication so that we can become conscious that our words create our worlds. Being mindful of how we use language to manifest our reality, aligning it to our higher judgment. Switch directions. If you'd like to visualize a blue light, blue ball of light at the center of the throat. As you do this, breath nice and slow. Inhale up to center. Gently hold the breath. This time as you hold the breath, try to be totally relaxed. Exhale through the nose. And now we'll do our meditation to activate the throat chakra. And we're going to use our voice. This a powerful tool to heal, balance, and activate the throat chakra is toning. You can tone with singing bowls. You can just tone to any note. But this allows for this opening and this vibrational healing to happen where a lot of people have blocks at the throat chakra because of childhood traumas. That's kind of like the thing that has to do with blocks is childhood traumas. If you didn't know about that, welcome to the club. It's all about childhood traumas, how we can heal those coping mechanisms that we developed at a very early age, which got imprinted into our being so that we can reparent ourselves, right? We're working with the inner child, and so we need to come into the heart where lies the inner parent, okay? And so many of us dealing with throat chakra issues because we were told to suppress and be quiet, not just from parents or also from schools. We were taught that perhaps what we were feeling wasn't valid or was wrong, and this area could have gotten shut down, okay? And so we can heal that with our voice and with our intention. So we're going to have our hands in Gyan Mudra, energetic seal for self-knowledge, over the knees here. And so this is a beautiful chant. It's what we've been chanting internally, Sat Nam. But the Sat is going to be long. Sa. So we have 7 chakras, okay? And if you know about the chakras, then you can visualize them easily. And so you can either use this visualization if you're familiar with the chakras, or you can just meditate on the sound vibrations, really listening to your own voice. But if you're aware of the chakras, then you can, with each of these waves, it's the 7 waves, Sat Nam, so it's Sat Nam. So essentially we're going to visualize a spiraling energy from the root to the crown, going around each chakra, illuminating and healing that area as you go. And you can even gently tighten the area of the chakra as we move the sound there, okay? And at the top we go up through the crown, piercing the heavens and the sky, and then Nam, okay? So allow this opening to happen, this coming back into really just witnessing your thoughts, witnessing your voice, witnessing how you feel, and allowing that to be, coming into total acceptance, flooding awareness on your state, on your voice, on your sense of being, automatically brings about a healing and a transcendence. That is the beauty of meditation. So please chant with me as loud as you possibly can, okay? So coming into position, Gyan Mudra, spine nice and straight, chin slightly in, gently closing the eyes, and let's inhale to begin. One more, really vibrating the sounds. Inhale very deeply through the nose. Hold the breath at the top and visualize all the chakras illuminated at once, from the base to the crown, and all their colors shining brightly. You embodying this rainbow bridge from the earth to the stars. Exhale through the nose. And now please rub the palms of the hands together till you feel your warmth. And bring the hands into the center of the chest. Closing down the eyes. Most of the planets are in Gemini, but some of the planets are in Pisces. Mars, the planet of action, is in Pisces. And so is Neptune. It's very at home in Neptune, Pisces. It's all about dreams and mysticism. Not so much in Mars. And this is telling us that right now, as we express and we communicate and we process information, to be very honest, very sincere with ourselves and others. Dropping any and all expectations of how our words land. If we are sharing from our truth, that's all that matters. Just share your truth, Share your truth, drop all expectations, and don't engage in lower mental battles. Use your higher guidance to detach and simply be centered in your knowing. Please inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Great thing about Gemini and Pisces, they're both mutable signs, which means that they are very adaptable, resourceful to change. So with all this change going on, know that you have all of the support to be flexible, to be adaptogenic to whatever comes your way. And therefore, all of these cognition clicks and realizations that you've had from this quarantine time of how you would like to live your life, you can make the changes, the actionable steps, thoughts, words, and actions that align to the life you would like to create. Let's close with another long sat and short nam, sending healing vibrations out before our sound journey. Inhaling to begin. Now please come into a comfortable position, ideally lying down for our sound healing meditation. If you have any crystals you would like to place on your body, anything you need to feel comfortable. Come into a relaxed position with your feet out to the side, your palms up. Begin to scan your entire body from the top of the head to the feet, noticing if there's any areas of tension. Consciously relax those muscles. if you are floating in space, and yet seeing the new moon above your body. Cell as light. And visualize all those beautiful changes that you would like to manifest in your life for this year, for this moon cycle. Now with a deep inhale, breathe it in. Your whole body is light. Exhale, sigh it out. Come deeper into your body. And now connecting to the earth below you. Feeling as if there was warm sand underneath you. As if you were at a beach. And as if you were melting down into the earth, sinking past the sand, the bedrock, the mineral kingdoms. Down, down, rooted towards the center of the earth. And like a seed, you are planted in this soil, in this womb-like space of nothingness, of infinite potential, from where everything comes. Drop into that silence and that communion with the earth. And with silence. Drop all thought and merge into the sound of creation, the primordial Om. With the sound waves of the gong. visualizing healing luminescent white light spiraling around and over your body, awakening the codes of abundance, alignment, awareness, clearing any blocks, illnesses, any fear, energy, or that which does not serve, beyond, clearing that beyond all time, space, and dimension, muting it into the light. Breathe in that light into your cells, anchoring it into your being with an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And I invite you to join me in these affirmations, saying to yourself, I invite fresh energy into my life. New doors Opportunities open wherever I go. I embrace change, knowing it serves my highest good and is in alignment with my soul's knowing. I love new beginnings. I release the past fully with love. Please inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale once again, side out, and come back into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, circling the ankles and the wrists. The best part, that gentle waking up, total rejuvenation. If you'd like to, stretching behind you, stretching from your fingers to your toes. And please, hugging your knees into your chest if you're lying down, and gently massaging the spine as you rock side to side. And let yourself fall all the way to one side in fetal position. Like that seed of infinite potential. And then we rise, the rebirth, gently pushing yourself up back to seated. Take a moment to acknowledge the differences within, the shifts in your internal space, perhaps a feeling of elevation. Whatever you feel, fully feel it and take notice. Take notice of your entire body frame, of the space between your ears, your mind. Gentle smile on the face. And let's finish bringing our palms to the third eye center, the forehead here, making the commitment now to tune in to our own inner guidance. No matter what information is coming at us, being empowered and knowing that we are our own guru, we are our own teacher, and our heart is the ultimate truth seer. And where there's love, there is no fear. Inhale the hands to the heart center. Exhale. The truth and light in me honors the truth and light in you at this time of this new moon. Many blessings. Happy new moon, everybody. Please don't leave without letting me know how you feel right now. Something you'd like to share with the group. It could be one word. It could be a collective intention. One thing I do recommend is to literally plant a seed, okay? So if you're already a gardener, please plant one. This is the time of the new moon. Even farmers know this. And if, sometimes, like, you can literally, like, cut the bottom of a celery and propagate it, put it in water, and it will create roots, and you'll be able to plant that in the ground. You can also go outside and, like, find something, find a seed off a tree, I know during the spring equinox I found a sunflower, and I just dug with my bare hands into the earth, the soil, and planted that sunflower because the seeds are in the flower center. And that's just a beautiful ritual to do on the new moon to help to really, bring this into the physical. How are you guys feeling? I would love to get some connection. You please let me know if you're here with me. I know we ran a little bit over time. Also, if you have any questions, I'll give it one more minute. Sorry if there was any technical difficulties. I know that my screen was acting weird throughout the live stream. Perfect, and wonderful. I'm still here with you. Okay, yay. Great, I got some responses. You guys are here. Great, great, great. I'm so glad that you're here. If you would like to donate, I'm going to put my Venmo info here as well as my PayPal if you'd like to donate for today's session. Also, I encourage you to join me every Tuesday. I do from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuna, thanks. Fabrizio, thanks. Ian. Just wanna, what's going on there? Okay. All right. So there is my Venmo and PayPal information if you'd like to donate for today. I also encourage you to join me every Tuesday for a sound healing, similar to what we did today. What if the old stays sticky, Fabrizio? Well, that means that there's more work to do, right? So, the new moon is a ideal time to start a meditation practice, a daily discipline. Okay, so that's what I recommend to you. Really, when we notice that sticky energy, it's a blessing, because now we can actually begin to improve ourselves. We know what we need to work on. So beginning a meditation practice, trying to do that every day. The yogis say do it in the mornings, whatever works for you. And there's all of these techniques that you can choose. There's thousands and thousands, probably millions of meditation techniques. But my favorite meditation technique to work on releasing shadow aspects of ourselves and just coming into full awareness is silence. Just sitting in silence and witnessing the thoughts as they come up and just letting them go. It's like, okay, that's how I feel today. Not attaching and not resisting. Noticing if there's any resistance. Noticing if there's any insecurities. Noticing if there's any stuck energy. And instead of reacting, instead of giving it energy, just staying in that centered space. The more and more we practice that centered space, we can then be the eye of the storm, the center, the calm, no matter what chaos can be happening on the outside. Because it's not about what happens in life, it's how do we process it, you know? You can see it with a lot of people's different responses to these global changes that have been happening. So I hope that helps. I know I am setting the intention for a 40-day meditation at this time. So I hope you can join me in that. I hope you can join me on Tuesday night. Tuesday evening, or wherever you're at in the world. Hopefully it's a convenient time for you for our weekly sound healing. Okay? Any last words from anybody? Thank you. Thank you, Fabrizio. Thank you, Ian, and whoever else maybe actually joining in later. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Fortuna. New moon blessings. Enjoy it, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day.